Who are the Rama who sank the ancient continent of Atlantis? Ancient wars, and they were also atomic wars, Atlantis versus Rama, over 4000 BC. The period before 4000 BC, considered as prehistory, and civilizations of Sumerians considered the world's oldest civilizations, there would have been discussions, theories, investigations on the possibility that the world had reached advanced civilization before 4000 BC with very advanced technology such as that we have today. The theory of Atlantis, Lemuria, and further advanced written evidence such as the conversations between the ancient Greeks Solon and Plato, dialogues concerning the ancient Egyptian priests of Atlantis, the ancient Hindu text of the Bhagavad Gita, the Ramayana and the Mahabharata of ancient dynasties, and the archaeological evidence of the civilization of Mohenjo-Daro, Easter Island, the pyramids of Egypt, even the pyramids of China and South America, and recently focused attention on the theory of human possibility never entered the nuclear age is more than 6,000 years old. So we know that from the past video that I posted concerning the mysterious glass from Santorini and Crete that archaeologists believe was due to a nuclear event. But similar glass was found in the deserts of Egypt, Arabia, the Sahara, and even in India. So something must have taken place which had a very devastating event because of a nuclear reaction. Now, recently focused attention, we thought that they didn't have this type of technology in the past. Evidently they did. The civilizations of Atlantis in the west and the Rama dynasty in the east. Kindly support my Patreon account since YouTube has again demonetized my YouTube channel. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below. We even have written accounts of the Atlantean technology in the Emerald Tablets written by Thoth the Atlantean. They not only had advanced technology, they had space travel and even interdimensional travel. Thoth even credits himself with building the Giza pyramids and plateau. Now, Mohenjo-Daro, Easter Island, pyramids of Egypt, pyramids all over the world, showing advanced technology and construction. The civilization of Atlantis in the west, Rama in the east, experiencing the golden age of between 30,000 years BC up to 15,000 years BC. And what happened after that, we know 12,000 years BC. Well, 12,000 years ago, actually, we had what we call the Younger Dryas Comet event. Now, Atlantis has a region ranging from the Mediterranean to the Andes Mountains across the Atlantic, while the Rama dynasty came to power in northern India, Pakistan, Tibet, to Central Asia. And the relics of the Indus inscriptions, Mohenjo-Daro and Easter Islands, the South Pacific, has yet to be translated. The experts estimate that civilizations are much older than the oldest civilization that had been believed to be humans 4000 BC, but they're much older. Some Veda and Jain manuscripts, among others, the Ramayana and the Mahabharata of India, contain evidence of historical and technological overview of Rama's dynasty, which is believed to have experienced the golden age of the 7 main cities, the 7 Rishi City, which is one of Mohenjo-Daro, northern Pakistan. From various sources, we learn and describe a wide range of theories. Research on the subject of the study provided, including Atlantis and Rama dynasty, experienced the golden age at the same time, around 30,000 to 15,000 BC, and both had mastered nuclear technology. Both the aerospace and aeronautics technology has advanced to have enabled aircraft and shaped like UFOs by some accounts called Vimana, and Valakri by the Atlanteans, Vimana by Rama. Residents of Atlantis had an aggressive nature and led by the priests, the enlightened priests, according to Plato's texts. The Rama dynasty had 7 major cities, the 7 Rishi cities with the capital of Ayodhya, where one of the results found are Mohenjo-daro. Competition of the civilizations reached their peak with the use of nuclear weapons. This is also the legend that we had of the loss of Atlantis. They had some type of a conflict between Atlanteans and Europeans, especially ancient Greeks. In the Saluka of the Mahabharata, narrated by the figure of a weapon of mass destruction as a result similar to the present nuclear abilities, some Saloka, Weda, and Jain in the book is explicitly completely describing the shape of these flying vehicles called the Vimana, and the characteristics resembling flying saucers of today. Most of the written evidence was from India in the form of literary texts, while the physical evidence would be in the Western world, such as pyramids in Egypt and South America. So all of the investigations denounced mankind have advanced in the civilization of Atlantis and Rama even long before man ever entered 4000 BC. They claim that they had nuclear technology. We know this by the melted sand that became glass at over 1000 degrees, which is only possible through nuclear energy. So until now, everything was still a little jumble of a puzzle, a history puzzle, and science recently tells us of a different thread in the history of mankind, a more advanced ancient technology that we never knew they had in the past. So all of these investigations denouncing mankind had advanced in the civilization of Atlantis and Rama even long before man ever entered 4000 BC. The Golden Age was ended by devastating some type of a nuclear war until the aftermath. People had time to go back to primitive times, to the advent of the Sumerian civilization about 6,000 years ago. So there's something about this legend about advanced civilization that is very intriguing. If an already highly advanced civilization existed, they would have found a good tool which can be transported to bring them to explore the whole earth, of course, by flight. And the remnants of civilization are limited to certain areas only. The devastation of nuclear war that could easily be explained by the missing link between the cultures of the past and the cultures we have now, but would not take more than one type of an event like this to destroy the total civilization of the past. I've translated this for you from a Greek article. Please leave your comments, and also Mohenjo-daro, I'll leave a link below for you for that, having to do with the what they claim was built around 2500 BC, and one of the largest settlements of the ancient Indus Valley, and contemporaneous with civilizations of ancient Egypt, Mesopotamia, ancient Minoan Crete, and Norte Chico. Mohenjo-daro abandoned in the 19th century BC as the Indus Valley civilization declined. It was rediscovered in the 1920s. Still, a lot of significant excavation is ongoing there. It's one of the UNESCO World Heritage Sites that became such in 1980. Now, the Rama, who sank Atlantis, the holy Hinduistic Bible Bhagavad Gita describes the very exceptional technology that they had, and this was used during a conflict that took place between the empire of Rama and that of Atlantis. That happened about 10,000 years before. And from what the archaeologists believe, from readings in the Bhagavad Gita of the ancient text, they believe that when they read it, there's a scenario concerning something that seems to be a scientific sci-fi fantasy. There was a war, from what is explained, between the residents of Atlantis and that of the Empire of Rama. And a very descriptive text has to do with a civilization that had very high technology that was what we have now. Current researchers and scientists believe that they have discovered that they have descriptions of weapons and technology that we have today. And when they read the Bhagavad Gita, they have the technology, definitely, that they had construction of machinery that could fly. In other words, flying craft that could definitely be used to fly across the Northern Hemisphere and Mediterranean and the Atlantic. One of the texts of this ancient Sanskrit says that the empire that they had destroyed with success was that of the civilization of Atlantis. So please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. They said that this took place about 12,000 years ago.